Hello everyone, welcome back. I got a new gun belt in today. This one is from a company called Core Essentials. Okay, so this isn't going to be a review video because I just got the belt. It's going to be a setup video, right? Because when you get the belt, there's a little bit of a setup process involved. You know, you get the buckle, you've got your belt, basically you gotta get this to fit on you. You know, you gotta size it right. So that's what I'm gonna be going through in this video. Kind of muddling through it. Obviously, I'm doing this live, so expect me to make mistakes. So this is the Core Essential gun belt. One of the things I like about it so far is that it's rigid. That's the reason why I became interested in it. Is that this is a fairly rigid belt, a lot more rigid than this leather belt that I've been carrying that I've been using for the last 12 years to carry my pistols, and that kind of works okay. But I didn't want to, you know, hopefully find something that was a little bit better. So this one is a lot more rigid. It looks like it's composed of two layers of nylon. You got one on the outside here. That's almost like kind of like fabric here almost, and then you got one that's another layer of nylon on the inside. That one, it feels more leathery, okay? And I really don't know exactly what these materials are made from. I'm kind of guessing. And then in the center, you've got another layer in there. I think it's this ratchet, this plastic strip that you see here. And this is one of the cool things I like about this. So far about this system is that it ratchets in. So when you put the buckle in, right, this is how you're going to receive it. You're going to get your buckle separate. You're going to get your belt separate. And the way it goes in, it basically, as it goes in, it ratchets into place. Right? See how that ratcheting works? And then to release it, you push down on this button here, and it comes out. Right? Goes in, locks tight. Right, so the ratchet, the little, I don't know, settings here are about 1/4 inch apart, which is a big improvement from the belt that I'm currently using, where, let's see, it looks like the holes are about 1 inch apart. Okay, so I get the ability to finally adjust this a little bit better. Okay, and it does have a quick release mechanism here where you push this button and the thing releases and it comes out. So that's going to be, I think, a little bit better than messing with the buckle, right? Because a lot of times if I'm going to sit in my car for a long time, if I'm going on a drive or something, I got to, you know, a lot of times I'll loosen my buckle up because everything's a little bit tighter. And, you know, I'm sitting there fumbling with the buckle. This seems that it would be a little bit easier to get undone, because all you got to do is push that button over there to get this undone, okay? Other thing about this is, okay, so the buckle is going to basically go on this end over here, and then there's this lever system over here with these teeth, right? You see those little teeth in there? All right, so you got these teeth. I guess you put it in, and then basically you clamp down, and it bites in. There it goes, and that's how this works, right? So that clamps in. Obviously, this is going to be way too long for me, right? Way too big for me. We're going to have to cut this down. So that's one of the things we're going to do today. We're going to cut this down, and then this goes in like that, and then it just locks in place. Push this to release it. All right. So really great concept. Like I said, this isn't a review. This is just a setup video. Other thing you'll notice here is you got these set screws over here. So once you put it in place, what you do is you basically tighten these Allen screws over here, and that's really going to keep it in place. Undo this. You can see where it bit in over here a little bit into the material. So there's the belt, there's the buckle. One of the nice things I noticed is that when they send this, you got the 2 Allen screws that are in the buckle, and they send you a bag with 3 extra Allen screws and an Allen wrench. And that's good because a lot of times these screws can get lost. Even though I typically put Loctite on anything that threads in, that screws. So once I get this set up, I'm going to go back and Loctite the screws back into place so that they'll never come out. All right, so we got the belt, we got the buckle. This is interesting. I got this hanger that basically, you hang this on in your closet, and then this goes in there, and you can, if you got 3 belts, you can just hang them over there. So that's a pretty cool feature. So you got this little hanger system here for hanging this in your closet. And then I got some sleeves. And I'm not even sure exactly if I'm going to use these or if I'm not going to use them, but you got these sleeves to help control this thing. Looks like there's a long one. I'm sorry, there's a short one here and there's a long one over here. So we got that. So anyway, let's talk about setting this up, getting this to fit. So on the other, on the belt, you got 2 sides over here, right? So one side is the side with the ratchets, right, where it locks into place. This is the side that holds the bucket, that holds the buckle. And if you look on this side, I noticed that there's numbers, right? Hold it up to the camera over here. So over here, if you look at the numbers, you'll see like over here is 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So these are basically inches. So what you do is, like in my case, I wear 38-inch waist. That's here. And then you're going to add 6 inches. So that would bring me out to 6 inches. That would bring me out to 44. Right, and this is where I would cut it. I'm actually going to cut it at 46, in case. So, oh, sorry, there it goes. So this is where, so theirs right here is 38. So I would normally cut this at 44, which is right here. But I'm going to cut it at 46, just because I'm kind of going through this the first time. And if I make a mistake, I mean, it's easier to go back and cut more. It's not so easy to put stuff back on. So I'm going to cut this. What do we say at 46? I'm going to cut it. All right, so yeah, so instead of going 44, I'm going to go 46, and I'm going to use these guys here. Let's see how this cuts. Okay, this is a little bit of work. It's a very stiff belt. There we go, almost through it. Okay, excellent. All right, so I did cut it a little bit crooked. I'm going to go back and fix this later on. For now, I'm just, again, that's why I'm doing this live on the camera, doing this kind of fast, so it's fine. Later on, I'll go back and I'll cut it to 44. Let's just get this thing on, try it out. Let me get this Allen key out, because we're going to have to loosen those Allen screws a little bit. So yeah, if you do this, I recommend you do what I just did. Wherever, because it's supposed to be your waist size plus 6 inches. We'll go plus 8. Go through the process twice, because it's a good chance the first time around you're going to make a mistake like I did. I cut it crooked. All right, so let's loosen these Allen screws up a little bit. See if this will go in. Gotta be a little bit looser. So I'm going to be wearing and testing this thing out probably for at least a week, and then I'm going to, I'll do a review, an actual review video. After, a 1 week review video, and then if I'm satisfied with this after a week, which we'll see how that goes. What I'll do is I'm just going to start wearing this, and probably in a couple of months I'm going to do a like a 6-month review or something, where I can tell you guys, okay, I've been wearing this thing for 6 months. Here's the deal. Okay, so basically the belt goes all the way to the top over here. All right, so now I'm just going to tighten up some screws. Let me just push this down. Oh, okay, so that locked that into place. Now we can get these guys. All right, so this is now screwing into the material. Whoops. so that's screwing into the material. I'm not making this super tight. Not going to make this super tight because I know I'm going to have to go back and retrim this a little bit. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so there it is. Goes through like that. Okay, release it like that. All right, so again, that's what the buckle looks like. All right, let's put this on. See how it feels. So I'm going to take off my belt. By the way, when I go home at night, process is take the gun out with the holster. The whole thing goes into the safe the way it is. I don't remove the gun from the holster. The holster is the safety mechanism for a striker-fired gun. Okay, so this is how the gun goes into the safe. That's how it goes back on the belt the next morning. So this belt here is about 12 years old, and you can see how it's like curling, and and this is yeah, so this is the side that actually holds the gun. You can see how it's like all warped on that side. So this has to, it was time for this thing to get retired. All right, so let's put this on. So first, let me see this. Let's see, this is my magazine. Well, let's see how that's going to fit in there. So that does fit. That's going to work out good. One of the things I was concerned is maybe this might not fit, but it looks like it's going to fit fine. I'm not going to bother with the magazine holder right now, or with my my cell phone case, which I hold on. That stuff's on my left side. Just going to try this belt on, and with the holsters. I got 3 different holsters here that we're going to try this out. See, I'm going to move the table up a little bit so you guys can get a better view. There you go. Let me just angle the camera down just a little bit. Make sure you guys can. Okay, here we go. So, all right. So this is like the stiffest belt I've ever worn. So the way this goes in, it goes in like that. Ratchets through. And I've got to trim this some more because I made it so long that I'm actually past. There you go. Yeah, I'm past the last point. So we gotta trim this a little bit more. So this is what you guys might experience when you guys are doing this. So So we definitely know now that for me, it's gonna definitely be 44, because I went to 46, so it's definitely gonna be like 44, and I might even need to go a little bit shorter, but I'm just gonna go to 44 now, because again, that's my 38 plus 6 inches. And I'm just gonna take these screws out completely right now. Okay, so I took out the Allen screws completely for the purpose of this setup. I'm going to go back and put them on later. All right, so there's the belt. I'm going to cut this down a little bit more. I'm going to go get a different tool other than this, because I want to make a straight cut this time. I'm going to pause this. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and we are not fooling around anymore. I've got this fabric cutter over here. And we're gonna, now we're gonna make a clean cut instead of making this mess over here. Let's go to 44. See how that works. Oh, that went right through. Nice. That was a much better cut. Let's do this one more time. Get it straighter. Oh, got a little bit of fabric there I'm trying to cut off. That's all right. I can just burn that. That's nylon. I'll burn it off later with the lighter or something. All right, so yeah, I got this off of Amazon. It's called a fabric cutter. It makes cutting this really easy. I use this for cutting leather and all sorts of stuff. Anyway, let's get back to this guy here. Put this on. All right, I'm gonna flip this down. Okay, I'm not gonna bother with the Allen screws right now. Just gonna get this belt on. So I want you guys to look for, look for this review that I'm going to do within a week or two. Probably, it should be interesting. I've never had a belt that was a dedicated gun belt designed from the ground up to carry a gun, like this Core Essentials gun belt. So it should be interesting. So let's put this on. So that goes all the way through, and there it goes. Right, and then to loosen it up, see the buttons right there. You can pull it up and you can loosen it up easy. So loosen it up there, tighten it up there. Nice. So let's try a couple of different holsters here. Let's go with this outside the waistband G17. Tighten this belt up. Okay. Let's see if this works. Comes out. Goes in. Goes out. Goes in. That looks like it's feeling pretty good. Take a couple of shots with this. Feels fine. Alright, so let's try a different gun now. We'll try close this. Try a G26, a little bit smaller. So this was a full-size Glock 17. All right, so it's a Glock 17, Palmer 80. All right, let's try this P80. Okay, I was actually carrying this gun around for several months. See how that works in. So again, the belt is loose right now, and I'm able to easily, one of the things I like about this already, right? And like I said, this is not a review. I'm going through this live, right? I've never worn this belt other than right now. I like how I'm able to easily loosen it up and tighten it back up as I'm putting these different holsters on and off. So first, let's just do a dry run. Come out. Actually, I gotta make it a little bit brighter. There you go. Good. There's out. Back in. So yeah, G26 working fine. All right, let's take a couple of shots. Out. Yeah, I'm liking it. Looks like I got good flexibility. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything. Like it doesn't feel like it's bothering me. Let me get a chair. Hold on. All right, let's see how this feels. Getting in a chair. Yeah, no problem. So far, I'm pretty happy with it. That's out of the way. Out. Alright, so now I want to get this holster off, right? So to get it off, I got to loosen the belt up. Loosen it up a little bit. I gotta tell you, the process of getting the holsters on and off is a lot easier than this buckle belt. That, I'm telling you, that has sold me already on this belt. Just the ratchet system of how easy I can tighten it up, loosen it up, because that usually is a pretty time-consuming process for me. Now, this is an inside the waistband holster. This is my G43. This is the one I'm currently carrying. Get this on. So this is going to be inside the waistband. The other ones were outside the waistband that we tested. So now we're going with inside the waistband. Right. Tighten it back up. All right. Let's do a dry run here. See how it feels coming out of the holster. All right. Get back in. Out. In. Oops, sorry. All right, take a live shot here. Come out. Back in. Oops. There you go. For those of you new to drawing from a holster, the procedure is you put your hand on your chest, right? So this way you don't point the gun into your body. Hand on your chest, pull, rotate. This way, if I want to start shooting from here, I can start shooting from here. Join, right? So if somebody's like right in front of my face, right, that's trying to kill me, you can shoot from here. Point the angle of the gun away from your body. Use the gun to kind of figure out where you're aiming the gun, so as a point of reference. So you can shoot from here. Next step is join. Again, if somebody's like 3 feet in front of you, trying to kill you, you can shoot from here, and then you go to full extension. And then to reholster, same thing, get your hand back on your body or pull up your shirt. But the hand has to be on your body. You can't just leave it out there in limbo because it's going to end up in front of the gun at some point, okay? So let's go live here. So grab the gun. Holster. Shirt out of the way. All right, let's get in the chair. See how it feels in the chair. Yeah, let me point the camera down a little bit. There you go. So this is, you know, and while I got you guys here, let's talk about, let's say you're in the car, right? All right, so what's technique? Let's say you got to shoot to the left side or to the right side, right? So let me put this down. Opportunity to talk about something a little bit different here too. So if I'm here, right? Let's say you got somebody, you know, that's trying to kill you from that side. Come out, get your hands here together, and that allows you to come all the way around. Okay? And you're able to come out. And now what happens if you gotta go around to the other side? Not a problem. Switch hands. Same thing, two-handed shooting. And that you can go all the way around to the other side. So that's how you know, from a seated position, this is how you're able to shoot left side or right side over your back. And then when you reholster, make sure that you don't point the gun into your leg. I gotta tell you guys, like I said, this was not meant to be a review. This was basically a setup video. I just got this, took it out of the box. Core Essentials. By the way, I did get 2 sleeves. I got a long sleeve and a short sleeve. I guess that's to help control this thing over here. I'll figure out how and when I'm going to use that later on. I mean, I can see there's plenty of room here on the ratchet, so I might shorten it up a little bit. I might leave it where it is. I don't know yet. I'll see. You know what? I'm probably going to have to shorten it up because I do have my cell phone case that lives on this side here. So yeah, that's going to have to get shortened up so that these two don't interfere. But that's something else. I'll do that later on. But I can tell you guys, like I said, this video wasn't meant to be a review. It's meant to be a setup video. I just got it out of the box, testing it out. So far, I'm liking it. It's you know, it's working great. You know, compared to my old belt, the thing that I like the most, right, is the fact that I can easily loosen it up, okay, and then get the gun off my belt. Because that was a real pain in the ass with my older belt, and then from there you can just tighten it up, and you're good to go. You know, it's a nice belt. Like I said, look for the review that I'm going to do probably in a week or two after I've actually had a chance to wear this. I can tell you guys, this belt's not coming off of me. This is going to be the belt that I'm going to be wearing for at least the next 2 weeks, and then in my future videos, you know, what you can do is look at the videos that I do, see what belt I'm wearing a year from now or 2 years from now. You know, I'm probably not even going to be mentioning it, but when you look at my videos, see what I'm wearing, see if you see this buckle here, and I'll kind of give you the real review, right? If you guys see me wearing this belt next summer, right, you know that it's a really good belt. So anyway, look for the review I'm going to do in about a week or two. I'll talk to you guys soon. If you're not a member on my channel, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. There's a little bell there so you get subscriptions. I'll talk to you guys soon.